You're watching the Sports and Political channel of LB. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and share these videos on your social media platforms. All right, so let's talk about this situation here involving former gubernatorial candidate Andrew Big Bussy Boy Gillum. Now, allow me to take a trip down memory lane. As back on June 22nd, 2022, a federal grand jury has returned a 21 count indictment against Andrew Demetric Gillum, 43 years old, and Sharon Janet Letman Hicks, 53 years old, both of Tallahassee, Florida. The indictment was announced by Jason R. Cootie, United States Attorney for the Northern District of Florida. The indictment alleges that between 2016 and 2019, defendants Gillum and Letman Hicks conspired to commit wire fraud by unlawfully soliciting and obtaining funds from various entities and individuals through false and fraudulent promises and representation that the funds would be used for a legitimate purpose. The indictment further alleges that the defendants used third parties to divert a portion of those funds to a company owned by Letman Hicks, who then fraudulently provided the funds disguised as payroll payments to Gillum for his personal use. Both defendants are charged with 19 counts of wire fraud. Gillum is also charged with making false statements to agents to the FBI. The initial appearance was scheduled for June 22nd at the courthouse out in Tallahassee. The maximum terms for those imprisonment are 5 years for making false statements, 20 years for conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and 20 years for wire fraud. So that was back in June when Andrew Gillum was busted on those specific charges I just laid out. Last week, he was in court and his lawyers tried to get those charges dismissed. However, a federal judge has refused to dismiss those charges of lying to the FBI and wire fraud against former Democratic gubernatorial candidate Andrew Gillum, while also short-circuiting a Gillum contention that he is a victim of selective prosecution. Okay, first of all, Andrew Gillum, you don't get to use that just because you got busted committing a crime. Okay? Yeah, have there been other people that committed those similar crimes? Yes. Have those people out there gotten away with less? Yes. But that does not absolve you for what you did. And being a black man in America, you should know that the rules of the game are completely different when it comes to you, because yes, you might call yourself trying to be on that same playing field, but no, they don't look at you as that. They look at you completely different. U.S. District Judge Alan Windsor on Thursday issued a 21-page ruling that rejected arguments made by attorneys for Gillum, who was indicted back in June along with longtime advisor Sharon Letman Hicks. The indictment also alleged that Gillum, a former Tallahassee mayor, made a false statement to the FBI, took part in a conspiracy to commit wire fraud, and committed wire fraud. He narrowly lost the 2018 gubernatorial race to Ron DeSantis. He pleaded not guilty, and the trial is scheduled in April. Now, when he lost that gubernatorial race to Ron DeSantis, Andrew Gillum's life took a turn for the worse. As I reported on this particular platform, he went to some wedding out in Miami, and he was found in a hotel room with him bucket naked, drugs, dookie stains, and gay dudes, along with vomit on his body. That's right. Drugs, dookie stains, gay dudes, and vomit. And on that infamous night down in Miami, he was found in that hotel room floor. His career went down the toilet. And we thought back then that was a fall from grace. This is even worse. This is even worse. Wire fraud. Conspiracy to commit wire fraud. Just crazy. It appears that Gillum was singled out, investigated, and prosecuted because he was a black candidate for governor, while other similarly situated white Republican candidates for governor have not been targeted, investigated, and prosecuted in the same manner. But Windsor, who was appointed to the federal bench by former President Trump, wrote Thursday that Gillum did not show evidence of discriminatory effect. Even if he had evidence of discriminatory effect, he still would have to show discriminatory purpose. He would have to cite evidence showing that the government's decision to prosecute him was because of a protected characteristic, but he offers no evidence suggesting race or political affiliation-based prosecution. Gillum's attorneys raised a series of arguments in trying to get charges dismissed, including that prosecutors have violated Gillum's due process rights because of lengthy days before the indictment. In part, they wrote that prosecutors waited nearly 5 years to charge Gillum for allegedly making false statements to the FBI in relation to FBI conversations he had with undercover agents posing as representatives of a development company. They tried to say if Gillum, in fact, had made false statements during the June 14, 2017 conversation, the FBI would have been aware of those facts supporting that crime on June 14, 2017. Instead of charging Gillum then, the government then sat on this charge for nearly 5 years. The delay was necessary, deliberate, and tactical, or reflective of a lack of genuine belief that the false statement was made, but Windsor called the motions filed by Gillum's attorneys meritless. On the issue of delays in filing charges, for example, he says Gillum's attorneys did not argue that the statute of limitations had been violated. The judge comes back and says faded memory is a possibility inherent in any delay that does not constitute actual prejudice sufficient to bar prosecution. Second, even if he's showing prejudice, Mr. Gillum made no showing that the government delayed a game to gain the tactical advantage. He offers no reason to conclude that this was the purpose, simply said it was. So, as I said before, Andrew Gillum, just because other people go out there commit crimes and all that, don't mean you get to go out there commit the same crimes and think you're going to get the same treatment. So, your trial in April. So, all I got to tell you is, right? All I got to tell you, Mr. Andrew Gillum, what's up? Y'all are crazy as y'all are crazy as hell, man. I can't do that with y'all, man. I can't take y'all nowhere. Shout out to all my subscribers, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my subscribers, man. Y'all really make the channel what it is, man. I really do appreciate y'all. You guys, that comment section are crazy, man. I try to tell you, man. But yeah, Andrew Gillum, hey, because you go get found guilty, all right? And maybe when you get locked up, man, maybe you could run to your little constituents, you know. But unlike this thumbnail where y'all be on the boat trip, hey, y'all could be doing threesomes in a 6x9. That's right. Y'all gonna be doing a threesome in a 6x9. So, so all I gotta tell you is, Andrew Gillum, right? Keep your head up and your ass down, and don't drop the soap. That's all I gotta tell you, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because hey, the government don't like nobody out here trying to defraud them and all that. You know, they really look down upon that. They really don't like that. Now, see, Had you been pushing for reparations down in Florida, you probably would have become governor, right? You thought that when you was running for governor, you thought you was gonna trot Obama out there, and Obama out there was gonna sing your praise and all that. That was gonna be enough to get you over the hump, right? You really thought that. You said, man, he said, I wouldn't say trot the song. Well, y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all crazy as hell, man. I can't take y'all asses nowhere, especially Eric Johnson. But yeah, man, that's where we at. And you thought the judge was going to toss your case because of racial prejudice and all that? You go ahead and commit a crime. Now you want to point to racial prejudice? Now, let me ask you something, Andrew Gillum. I really want to ask you something. So when did you find your blackness? You found your blackness when you got your butt in the crack? That's when you all of a sudden found your blackness. No other time that you was running for governor and you was a Tallahassee mayor and all this other stuff, right? You didn't profess yourself to be black then, even though you got the same color as I do, right? Now you all of a sudden now you get your butt in the crack. Now you want to pull the race card, right? I want to pull the race card, because white people like me have committed crimes like this, and there ain't nothing happened to them. But I'm a black man in America. I'm a black man in America. Now you want to pull the race card, right? Get your ass out of here. That's what you get. That's what you get. And to think, there was a lot of black folks out here that actually thought that this guy could actually make a good presidential candidate in 2024. Yes, there are a lot of black people out there that thought that this dude was going to be a really good presidential candidate in 2024. He was going to be right there off the Obama tree. He going to use the Obama playbook, say a whole bunch of nothings, talk about this ain't a black America, this ain't a white America, this ain't a Latino America, this is the United States of America. He thought he was going to use that as a springboard to the presidency in 2024. But you know what? You might be ending up in the president of the fucking Tallahassee Correctional Institute, right? Not as the warden. They would never give your baby ass some shit like that. No. But you might end up president of the Tallahassee Correctional Institute Union. That's right. Lead convict. Instead, they call you Andrew, they gonna call you Andrina. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the spokesperson for the Tallahassee Correctional Institute Union, Andrina Gillum. But you about to be busted, bro. They're gonna bust your ass down. That's right. You're not getting off of that. Wire fraud? You really thought? What's up, Nathan? You really thought you was gonna get away with that? Okay. If you want to donate to my channel, there's my Cash App, there's my PayPal. If you want to donate to my channel. Oh man. Hey man, y'all hit that like button too, man. Hit that like button, you know what I'm saying? Support what I'm trying to do. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Now, if you're not subscribed to this channel, oh man, hey, can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Woo. Woo. If you're not subscribing to this channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the like button. Oh, man. And share these videos on your social media platforms, man. Oh, man. Mm-mm-mm. Last but definitely not least, shouts out to the LDBC. Oh, my God. Listen, man, scream at me. Huh?